Israel probes Hamas leader's fate after school strike. The world watches with bated breath as Israel investigates the possible death of Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar. This comes in the wake of a devastating Israeli attack on a UNRWA school in Gaza, which resulted in the tragic deaths of at least 28 Palestinians. The attack, condemned globally, has further fueled tensions in the already volatile region. Israel claims the school housed a Hamas command center, a claim yet to be independently verified. This investigation is of paramount importance, as Sinwar's fate could significantly impact the trajectory of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The situation remains fluid, with conflicting reports emerging from the region. Adding to the uncertainty, neither Israel nor Hamas has issued any official confirmation regarding Sinwar's status. Sources within the Israeli Defense Forces indicate they are actively pursuing all leads, meticulously analyzing intelligence data to ascertain the veracity of their claims. The world holds its breath, bracing for the potential repercussions of this investigation. Want to know what is happening? Let's know the story from the beginning. Yahya Sinwar, the elusive figurehead of Hamas. Yahya Sinwar, a shadowy and elusive figure, has been a prominent leader within Hamas since his rise to prominence in 2017. Known for his hardline stance against Israel, Sinwar has long been a target of Israeli intelligence agencies. His history is steeped in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Sinwar spent over 2 decades in Israeli prisons for his role in Hamas's armed wing before his release in a prisoner exchange in 2011. His influence within Hamas is undeniable, shaping the group's military and political strategies. Sinwar is believed to command significant authority over Hamas's tunnel networks and its arsenal of rockets. His strategic acumen has made him both revered by his supporters and feared by his adversaries. His potential demise would undoubtedly leave a void within Hamas, potentially sparking internal power struggles. A school reduced to rubble mounting civilian casualties in Gaza. The recent Israeli attack on the UNRWA school in Gaza has sent shockwaves across the globe. Images of the devastated school building, now reduced to rubble, serve as a stark reminder of the human cost of this conflict. The attack, which Israel claims was targeting Hamas militants, resulted in the deaths of at least 28 Palestinians, many of whom were women and children seeking refuge. Eyewitness accounts paint a harrowing picture of the attack. Survivors speak of the chaos and terror as bombs rained down upon the school, turning a supposed safe haven into a scene of unimaginable carnage. The attack has drawn widespread condemnation, with many international organizations decrying it as a possible war crime. Condemnation and calls for restraint grow louder. The international community has reacted with outrage and condemnation to the recent escalation of violence in Gaza, particularly the school attack. The United Nations has called for an immediate ceasefire and an independent investigation into the incident. World leaders have expressed their deep concern over the rising civilian death toll and the humanitarian crisis unfolding in Gaza. The United States, a staunch ally of Israel, has found itself in a diplomatic quagmire, facing increasing pressure to take a stronger stance against Israel's actions. The European Union has also echoed these sentiments, urging both sides to show restraint and work towards de-escalation. The ongoing conflict has exacerbated an already dire humanitarian situation in Gaza. The densely populated enclave, already reeling under years of blockade and economic hardship, is now grappling with a full-blown crisis. Hospitals are overwhelmed with the injured, struggling to cope with dwindling medical supplies. The constant bombardment has left the population living in a constant state of fear. Access to basic necessities like food, water, and electricity remains severely limited. International aid organizations are finding it increasingly challenging to deliver essential supplies due to the ongoing fighting. The situation is particularly dire for children, who make up a significant proportion of the displaced population. As the world awaits confirmation of Sinwar's fate, all eyes are on Hamas and its potential response. The group, known for its retaliatory tactics, has yet to issue an official statement. However, there are fears that confirmation of Sinwar's death could trigger a wave of retaliatory attacks. The possibility of a successor to Sinwar, potentially even more hardline, adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. The international community is urging Hamas to exercise restraint and avoid further escalation. The potential death of Yahya Sinwar carries significant implications for the future of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. While his demise would undoubtedly deal a blow to Hamas, its long-term impact remains uncertain. Some analysts believe it could pave the way for a potential power vacuum within the organization, potentially leading to further fragmentation and instability. Others argue that Sinwar's death could embolden Hamas, triggering a wave of violence that could further diminish the prospects of a negotiated settlement. The potential for retaliatory attacks against Israel cannot be ignored. The international community must remain vigilant and actively pursue diplomatic channels to prevent further bloodshed. The situation in Gaza remains incredibly tense and unpredictable as the world awaits confirmation of Sinwar's fate. The potential ramifications of his death are far-reaching and could have a profound impact on the trajectory of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. The international community must act decisively to prevent further escalation and work towards a peaceful resolution. This is a developing story, and we will continue to provide updates as they become available. Thank you for watching. For more in-depth analysis and updates on this developing story, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell.